Are we officially in a buyer's market? So are we in a buyer's market? So let's kind of unpack that a little bit. In the last 2 years, so 2020 and 2021 were 100% a seller's market. Why? Well, because there were not enough homes going on the market for the individuals that wanted to buy. And in its simplest form, that is what makes it a seller's market. We were seeing houses being listed for $500,000, and then they would end up being sold for $550,000, $575,000, or some ridiculous number of $650,000, right? Depending on the market that you are in. Yes, things have officially shifted. Things have officially changed. We are now, what I like to say, in a buyer's market. So, and it's the complete opposite. There are too many homes for sale and not enough buyers for those homes. So, like I said, in its simplest terms, that is what a buyer's market means. So what's happening right now? We are seeing sellers coming down on their purchase price or coming down on their sales price. We are seeing sellers give concession. A concession is simply a fancy word for money, right? So I'll give you an example. We had a client who was looking at a house, and the client found this house. He loved it. And he's like, I want to put in an offer on this house. He then goes to tell, him and his real estate agent are talking and saying, what could we do to get maybe some money for closing costs, or maybe something for repairs, or just money for closing costs in general. So he's like, well, let's write it into the offer. So my borrower was able to get the house under contract a little bit cheaper. I think it was like $5,000 under the list price. Plus, on top of that, they were able to get a $10,000 seller credit. So what does this do? You can use this seller credit to buy down your interest rate, or you can use this seller credit to pay for your closing costs. So typically closing costs range anywhere from 1.5% to 2.5% of your purchase price. That is the type of market that we are in right now. Houses are sitting on the market a little bit longer. They're not being sold in 1 to 2 hours anymore. I bet you thought I was going to say 1 to 2 days, right? They are sitting on the market a little bit longer. Some of them 30, 45, 60, 90 days even. So that is what makes it a buyer's market. Now, what should you do? Well, right now is the best time to buy a house, in my opinion, because you're not competing with all the other people that you were competing against the last 2 years. Yes, interest rates are higher right now. But remember, like anything, it's cyclical. It's going to go up, down, rates are going to come down, rates are going to go up, rates are going to come down, rates are going to stay the same. What I'm telling my borrowers is, if you are in a place where you can afford the mortgage payment and it's not going to make you, what they say, house poor, then 100% buy a house. If you can pay this mortgage payment and not struggle, and it's almost the same amount as your rent, or maybe a little bit more expensive than your rent, then you are in a good position to buy. Like I said, right now you can negotiate the price of the house depending on how long it's sitting on the market. You can negotiate closing cost, a concession. You can negotiate repairs. I'm seeing all of this right now in this current market. You can negotiate, hey, let me keep the furniture. Let me keep some of the furniture. Right now is the perfect time, hence why they call it a buyer's market, to buy a house. Now remember, in my personal and professional opinion, I would reduce the amount of money that you are coming out of pocket for your mortgage. So that I'm talking specifically in regards to your closing costs, because once interest rates drop in the next 12 to 24 months, which we all think they are, you're going to want to refinance to that much lower rate. And if you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars in discount points, you're going to lose all of that money, because now you're going to refinance, be charged again to refinance, spend as little as possible out of pocket. So get those concessions, get whatever you can in that house, right? If it's been sitting on the market, have your realtor write something up where it's really, really beneficial for you, and make sure that you're getting the best possible deal on that specific house. So guys, in conclusion, rates are higher, but keep in mind that what goes up is going to come down, except the real estate value of your house or the value of your property. It might correct itself a little bit, but in the long run, it's going to continue to rise. If you're in a good place to buy, right now is a really good time to buy. And I don't get anything from saying this personally. It's just providing value to you, because right now you can get some really, really good deals on real estate. And real estate, honestly, is one of the safest investments that you can make, because values will continue to rise. Values will continue to increase, and you're going to be in a place where you're going to build equity, the write-offs, the incentives that you get. So it's definitely a good time to buy, especially right now that we are in a buyer's market. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you found value in this video, hit the like, subscribe, and share button. As always, we appreciate you watching.